Well, this is the second Tom Cruise movie this year. Let's hope it's better than that other piece of shit that he was in. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tom's Take. This is my movie channel where I talk about anything I want to in the world of movies because that's what YouTube is good for. So, today I got to see a new Tom Cruise movie, American Made. This movie actually doesn't come out in the US for like another month. And for some reason they decided to release it in Australia earlier. I don't know why, but I got to see it. And actually I really enjoyed this movie, surprisingly. I haven't enjoyed, you know, some Tom Cruise movies lately. The Mummy is the good example. That movie wasn't good, and he wasn't good in it. And I feel like Tom Cruise sort of, he's not one of my favorite actors working today, not just because he's been in a few bad movies lately, but like, I like the Mission Impossible movies, but him as an actor, I just feel like he just does, when you're watching him on screen, you don't buy him as a character. It's like he's just Tom Cruise doing Tom Cruise shit, which can be fun to see, but I wanted to see him really bury himself in a character, you know, really be that chameleon actor that I want in actors. And in American Made, he plays Barry Seal. American Made is based on a true story of Barry Seal, who was a pilot and then ended up somehow working for the CIA, the DEA, and then the drug cartel and Pablo Escobar all at once. And this is that story. And this movie's really, really fun. I had a great time watching it. Like I said, like other Tom Cruise movies where you're just sort of watching Tom Cruise do Tom Cruise things, this movie starts with Barry Seal talking and telling his story to a video camera that he set up in his room or something. And it's got the dates at the bottom so you can see what year and what day he's recording it. And at first I was like, I don't like found footage kind of movies. And then you realize that the reason they're doing this is they intercut it throughout the movie, and it takes you, his narration takes you in and out of certain story points and certain times in his life telling this story. And it has a really neat payoff at the end, and you realize, oh, that's why he was recording himself. I really bought him as Barry Seal. You know, he put on a different kind of voice, and he really sort of buried himself in this character, and I bought him as the character. He played the role quite well. Domhnall Gleeson's also in this movie. He plays the CIA contact for Tom Cruise's character, Barry Seal. And I like Domhnall Gleeson in pretty much everything he's in. He's a terrific actor, and he's great in this movie. Now, obviously in this movie, there are a lot of planes, and a lot of those action scenes with those planes, I call them action scenes, but they're not really action scenes, but a lot of the scenes with the planes and watching the aircrafts fly around is really fun to watch. And like when I saw Dunkirk earlier this year, when a plane flies overhead, especially when that's how they enter a scene, when a plane flying in, the sound works perfectly. It gives that great effect of the surround sound in the cinema. And I love that sound, I just do. I don't know much about this, true story that actually happened. I'm not caught up on it, so I didn't do any research before watching this movie. And I really liked the way they told it. I really like how you got to see how this guy, who was just a really good pilot flying commercial flights, ended up working for various government agencies in the US, as well as some of the biggest drug lords ever to exist. So I really enjoyed American Made, and the soundtrack is pretty dope as well. I like the soundtrack. There's a lot of, 80s music and things like that, but I really enjoyed the soundtrack. I thought this movie was a lot of fun to watch. Didn't really have that many problems with this movie. Maybe it could have been cut down a little bit. I kind of felt the time sort of, kicking in a little bit there, but really, that's my biggest problem with this movie. I actually had a really good time watching it, and so I would highly recommend going to see American Made when it comes out in cinemas, especially in the US, because it won't come out there for another month. So go and see American Made, guys. It's a really fun story. Even if you're not interested in the true story itself, this is just a really fun movie to watch. Tom Cruise is actually really good in the role, and I really appreciated watching this movie, and I had a lot of fun with it. So that's my review of American Made. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have lots of content coming up. My Rogue One review is coming very soon. That is with my friend Ali, as well as the other episodes of Star Wars. We are going to be reviewing them right up until The Last Jedi. And like, share, my channel, my content. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys next time.